Doctor Strange, it's almost here. And guess what? We are hearing that this thing is going to be loaded with tons of surprises. Apparently, Avengers Endgame level of surprises and hype will be felt during this film. So,
I mean, if any of the leaks are true, it ain't gonna be no surprises.
Yeah.
We never have everything at this point.
That's true. We don't know if they could have. To be fair, many of those leaks were all before they went in for those reshoots. So they could have shot more or changed things around. So again, there could be legit surprises none of us are expecting. I will say, I'm going into this film, I'm not expecting any surprises. Like, I got my mind set on it's just going to be variants of the characters we know. And anything else, icing on the cake for me. So,
yeah,
that's what I'm going in.
And even then, from the trailer, that's kind of what it looks like.
Exactly. So,
there's clearly a variant Iron Man. There's clearly a variant of Mordo. There's clearly a variant of Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Etc. Etc.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what people are looking for. I've seen some people, man, they're like, if the film doesn't have X, Y, and Z, I'm disappointed. I'm like, well, okay, let me tell you this. One, they're not going to put Alexis Texas from her prime in your face, so I don't know how you're expecting that, why you're judging the film on that, but it ain't happening. Like,
they need the people that play the porn parody versions as variants.
Right? Apparently, that's what some people are anticipating. Like, no, we want the wildest things here. It's like, guys, like, at this point, you want to see this film, and at the end of the film, like, I don't know, freaking the CEO of Sony walks out and hands you a PlayStation 5 for free. Like, what? Like, temper expectations.
I mean, that'd be nice.
It would be nice. Yeah. Like, temper your expectations going into this, but I understand that there's a lot of excitement. Clearly, I've seen a lot of people talk about this, and I messaged some of my casual friends just to see kind of like what their take on this. And, you know, they saw Endgame. Of course it did. It was like a worldwide event, right? And I was like, so you guys going to be seeing the new Doctor Strange? And across the board, only one said he's very interested. And the rest were like, the rest weren't interested, not because they don't care, because they feel like they've done a bad job at selling the whole, hey, look at all these variants. And every single one of them said the reason they went and saw Spider-Man is because they knew going into it, they're like, I think I can expect the other Spideys to show up. And I will agree, them not showing Patrick Stewart, only having the voice and like the side of his head, maybe they should have just showed his face to tell people, the casuals, being like, no.
Maybe,
like,
but at the same time, do you need any more than that?
I don't, but I think some casuals honestly do.
If he's in it playing that character, which he obviously is, then you don't need to know who specifically else is going to be in this movie. You just know that at this point, anyone could be in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of... I find that odd.
I do wish they would have just had that one moment. Just like I remember the theater I was at when the first Spider-Man trailer hit, which was Shang-Chi, was the first film I experienced back in theaters, right? And the first Spider-Man trailer played, and you could tell the people there had not seen it, because, you know, they're not on the internet. They're just like, oh. And the theater exploded when Alfred Molina showed up. Like, it was like that cheer moment. People realized. I do wish that there was something like that in Doctor Strange, just something that gets the people. And maybe still, when the film releases, they're going to have like a final, hey, here's the thing, because, you know, they start releasing the clips and everything. Maybe they'll have a final 1.5 minute trailer that's like, here's something to get everybody. But I do kind of understand this. There's going to be a lot of surprises. I just wish they would have sold them better to the casuals. Cause...
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, if you're going to have to do something like that, just a shot of the Illuminati in full.
Oh my God.
Just so you know, because they're clearly not the villains of the movie or anything. They're like a midway point or something like that. That's the vibe like anyway. So you have space for other stuff. Plus, we know, you know, you're getting all these other... There's like, not Shuma Gorath, but his mama named him Shuma Gorath. That's what I'm going to call him.
Yeah.
You got what looks like Cyttorak in there, like the Crimson Bands. Like, there's a ton of stuff in this movie. Like, just show the Illuminati.
Exactly.
Everyone knows Wanda's the quote villain of this movie.
Right.
or like Cthulhu or something like that, something along those lines.
And
But
like,
just show them.
imagine like
Just show them.
you could even carefully not show anything, but you could have a line in there where you have Doctor Strange, he's shackled and he's looking up, and just have a cut of his face where he goes, "Tony," and that's it. People would melt in their seats. You don't know who it is.
Just show the armor.
Yeah.
Just show the faceplate of it. You know, you haven't got to see anything else. Because is it Tom Cruise? Is it not? Who knows at this point, right?
So what you do is you do a clever cut. You show the armor raising up as he's sitting there, right? And then you cut to Doctor Strange, cut back to the armor, or cut to black, have the face lifts up noise, and then him say Tony. People would melt.
Yeah.
Something like that, I think, would honestly push everybody. And maybe they're still going to do it, but I understand why they're being careful and secretive with this, because they want to keep the element of surprise. So
it's also one of those where if you don't show, like the trailer we have had that's got the Illuminati scenes in there, you had people talking for days if it was Captain Marvel, if it was Tony Stark, and so it's both of them are clearly there because the poster's got the Halla star from Captain Marvel. And, there's the Ultron robots, and we know who made those.
Yeah,
that clearly look like the superior Iron Man armor. So it's right there. But now you get that social media engagement, and everyone talks about it for days on end. Whereas if you showed it, you kind of people are still going to talk about it, obviously, but maybe not.
But it dominates the whole conversation instead of the other moments. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, look, Marvel Studios plays the social media game and understanding everybody better than most people. Like, they are experts at this. So
yeah, and there are some people that have, they're now annoyed with all the secret keeping. It's like, if you want to know everything going into a movie, what's the point?
Yeah. Like, I love the fact that we still do this and still there's surprises that we don't anticipate or know about. It's like, that's awesome. I appreciate that. So I suppose we'll see soon enough what happens. The film's almost here. There's going to be a couple more spots that reveal things. The screenings are happening, so it's like screenings happen right before the film releases. Cool. Like, there's a lot going on. I'm excited. There's a lot of excitement to be had.
Isn't the premiere like 2 days before the worldwide release as well?
Yeah. Yep.
They're playing it crazy close, but
they are. The reviews hit the same way Morbius reviews hit. It's like, as people are going to start lining up to watch it, it's like, oof.
Just the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. You never know at this point. It could be. Ugh.
Exactly. So it could be bad for all we know.
If this movie's even remotely good after everything it's been through, fantastic.
Yeah, that's my sentiment as well. It's like, bro, this thing has been, for 6 years now, almost 7 years, it's been just a roller coaster. So crazy.
When did Doctor Strange 1 came out?
2016?
God damn, it's been 6 years.
Yeah, and they started work on the sequel before they even said the first one was out. They were already brainstorming ideas and knew what they wanted. So it's like, damn, it's been a long time. It's been a really long time.
Christ.